Hello everyone, this is Tarot Between Sisters. Welcome, I am Lady Phoebe. I like it. I have actually been really good at talking to you instead of to myself, but it's funny, I always kind of start there and go, oh yeah, no wait, you're right there. You're right there. I tried to do a tarot read in the last video and it just ended up with Spirit guiding me to just talk about stuff. So I'm going to do the tarot read that I was going to do before. I hope everyone's doing well. Today feels like a good day. I keep on getting this song channeled to me. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Oh, oh. Well, that song is all about realizing our own power, right? It's recognizing we have the power in our own lives. No one else does. So yeah, that song just keeps on coming. And I love that song. Woo! It gets me going. It gets me going. Okay, let's see what tarot. Ooh. Okay, actually, I'll start with those. I knew I was gonna get a knight. Oh, I knew I was gonna get a knight. I knew it so much. Okay. We first got Four of Pentacles upside down, which, to be honest, like Four of Pentacles right side up is kind of like, it's a stagnant, it's a very still energy. And it's one that comes from lack. Like if you see, he's just sitting there, he's standing on his pentacles, he's holding them, and then the one's on his head. And so there's a very stagnant energy and an energy like, I can't give away because I won't get more. And that's a lack mentality, a lack energy, but it's upside down. So I'm starting to, or I'm feeling that you are starting to recognize that there's a flow that has to happen. And this card upright, there's no flow. There's absolutely not one thing flowing. It is stuck, stagnant, hoarder, like hoarding energy. When this comes up in my mediumship spreads, it's a hoarding energy. So they hoard a lot. And when you're hoarding, that comes from the energy that you don't think you're going to get more. So you have to keep everything that you have. And then it just becomes piled up. And then if you think of it too, you can't ever like sort through that because there's just like, where do you start? Where do you start to sort through stuff when there's just so much? Then what you tend to do is you get really tired. You get disillusioned or just really, I can't think of the word that I'm trying to say, but like, did you see my energy? I went like, there's just too much. So I'm not even gonna bother. I don't even know where to start. Really overwhelmed. That card to me feels like a very overwhelming energy that is just, it's so overwhelming that you can't get past it. You can't move through it. You can't do anything but just, I'm just going to back away slowly. That's what this card feels like in its upright. And I also, when I said that too, I got the feelings of anxiety. So I feel that a lot of people are dealing with anxiety and it's because of that mentality. It's like, this is such a simplified definition or version, but it's just a cute little analogy that I like to use. When we take the laundry out and we put it on the bed, my husband's like, oh my God, that's so much. I don't even know what to do. And you can kind of tell he's getting a little overwhelmed. And I just say, it's okay. You just fold one sock at a time. And eventually you will get to the end. As long as you just keep on, just write what's right in front of you. And so I think that this is also saying too, that no one is trying to do their healing journeys or no one is trying to look inside because it just feels too big. It just feels too much. Well, I can't forgive my whole life. That's too much. I can't forgive my whole lifetimes. That's too much. I can't. And it is when you look at it that way. It is, absolutely. But if you can just fold one sock at a time. So you literally are, all that you're being asked to do is take whatever's coming up at that minute and that's what you heal. That's what you forgive. Just one forgiveness lesson at a time. One forgiveness opportunity at a time. That is all you're being asked to do. And I'm drawn to people with anxiety. There's something about anxiety in this relationship real hard because I keep on getting this. And I know that I have suffered from anxiety before, depression/anxiety. It was when I was with drug addiction as well. So that kind of goes hand in hand. But I remember being on the couch and having a shower seem too big. Doing just your daily upkeep of things seemed too big because I was looking at it all at once. I was looking at every single thing I had to do in the shower, which again is, I know, but when you have depression and when you have anxiety, I'll tell you, I know that if you have had this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It seems like such a little thing to so many people, but that little thing we make so fucking big in our head that it becomes big as the Empire State Building. And I know if you've experienced this before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So what I was doing is I was looking at the whole shower. Oh my God, so I have to wash my hair and I have to shave my legs and I have to shave my underarms and then I have to moisturize and I have to sweep up the litter before and after. I have to move, because you're looking at everything that has to do. Instead, all that I needed to do, and this will help, honestly, it does help. And I'm not just saying this out of my ass. I'm saying this out of personal fucking experience, okay? If I just think, okay, all I need to do is get off the couch. And now I'm off the couch, okay? All I have to do is I have to grab my clean pajamas. I go do that. All I have to do is I just have to start the water. All I have to do is I just have to shut the shower curtain. And I know that and again, I'm talking to the people that have experienced this before because you know exactly what I'm talking about. But this helps you. And what it does is it trains your mind to not think of everything in your day that you have to do. You just peck away at it. And so I've noticed with chores, with my day, with everything, because I was able to train myself out of that. With the laundry, I just fold one sock at a time. That's all I have to do. I just take one sock, I just take one pair of pants at a time and I just need to fold that. And that's how you need to take your healing into consideration. It's just one scenario at a time. It's one forgiveness lesson at a time. It's one healing lesson at a time. That's all you have to do. That's it. And then when you start picking away at that, then the hoard becomes smaller. It has to. It has to. That's the whole nature of it. But if you hide it and don't look at it and just sit on the couch, it piles up. It piles up. So I think that is what needed to come out from that card. And I think it being upside down is just a new way of looking at the hoard, because that's what, like, it just needed to be flipped, right? It needed to be, don't look at the whole hoard. Don't look at the whole trauma, or don't look at the whole anxiety. Don't look at the whole day. Just look at that 1 minute. And I know that like AA has that thing too. You don't look at trying to be sober for 20 days, a month, a year. You look at today, because it just is too big. It's too much. You need to build up your confidence. You need to build up those steps to be able to get to the point where then you can project in the future a little bit and go, okay, I've had a lot of time under my belt here, and I think that this is going to stick this time. I think I can stay sober for a while, right? But you need to take those tiny little steps at first and build your confidence, because when you look at things as a whole, it's just too big. It's overwhelming. You can't do it. That was a lot from one card. And the Knight of Cups. I feel that. So the Knight of Cups, sometimes it's like the doers of the deck, whatever, but in this one, I feel like it is the need to be emotionally protected. And so you're wanting this knight in shining armor to come in and protect your heart, because you're waiting for someone else to do stuff for you. And that could even be part of the anxiety, because you're like, well, who's going to do this for me? I can't function until I have this, but I can't go out and get this. So how do I function? Do you see that weird loop that's happening? Like, that's a strange loop to have. Let's get more on this. The Hanged Man. Okay. Didn't I say change your perspective? And he was sideways. So I feel that you have put things on hold, exactly like what I was saying with the Knight of Cups. You are waiting for someone to come in to protect your heart, but you need to, like, it's a weird scenario. And the hoard thing, that change of perspective, the Hanged Man is all about being on hold or change of perspective. Like, that's actually both of the things that I find that he resonates with me the most. And I was talking about both of those. So you're definitely putting yourself on hold, waiting for someone to come in to protect you enough, or feel that you are protected enough that you can then go on with your daily life. But you can't go on with your daily life and find this person because you're waiting for him to protect you. Like, talk about a weird thought and a weird benchmark of when you're okay with proceeding with your life or going forward with your life. Like, that's a strange thing. Now, you may not realize that you're actually thinking like that at all, But because this is coming up all in the same reading, I'm telling you that you are, okay? So again, if you can look around, yeah, see, then we got the World. Is that too many? Okay, Wheel of Fortune and the World both came out, but they're both upside down. So there's not, again, the energy is stuck. The energy is stagnant. The energy is this is a weird thing. The energy is going on around you, but you're too busy feeling like that's the wounded warrior, but he's upside down. So it's more of a victim mentality. It's not like he's fighting, he's strong, whatever, because he's upside down. There's that victim aspect of it. So you have all these things going on around you, but you have decided to, no, I'm not going to partake. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to wait for someone to include me. I'm going to wait for someone to come help me. I'm going to wait for all this happening. So all this stuff, well, I'll tell you, nothing will happen for you until you show up for yourself. That's what these two cards are coming out to say. Like, we have the World. That's the most powerful card in the deck. And when she's upside down, that means that you are resisting some very powerful help and some very amazing energy that could be coming your way. And the Wheel upside down is like things aren't turning in your favor. So of course you feel like you are the victim and things aren't turning in your favor because you are not helping yourself along at all. Now, talking to the anxiety people, I know that we'll just get off the couch. Sounds like a very uneducated suggestion to somebody with anxiety, because getting off that couch sometimes is just too fucking much. I get that. But there has to be some sort of first step in your mind, something that you have allowed to feel safe before anything happens. No one can come in and make you feel safe. No one. No one can come in and make you feel safe. That's for you to change your mind on stuff and really be like, okay, I'm tired of living this way because it doesn't feel good. That honestly was the worst point in my life when I had that depression/anxiety. It was terrible. It was terrible. But no one can take you out of it because you wouldn't let anyone take you out of it. So you're waiting for this person to come help you. And I'll tell you that you've probably had hands extended to you. Low battery. You've probably had hands extended to you and you've, no, go away. No, go away. No, go away, I don't want your help. So again, you're waiting for people to help you and you're not accepting any help. So there has to be some sort of first step that you take to get yourself out of it. There has to be. It all is up to you. And I know that sometimes that can be scary, but it isn't. It's so powerful because you have the power within you to get yourself out of any situation. Sometimes you just need maybe a little bit of guidance or a little bit of help. Fuck. This person, so that person is the, let's say, depressed or anxiety, whatever person. And this person is rowing them from these really rough waters to calmer waters. But the key, she's letting him. She got in the boat. She got in the boat. You have to get in the boat. You have to get in the boat and allow for people around you that love you to help you. You need to start trusting that they want what's best for you. You have to allow the help to come. If you don't allow the help, it will never, ever, ever get to you. You will have a million people reaching and having and offering help, and you will never take it. And you will just be so sad and anxious and depressed on the couch the rest of your life. That is, to me, that's a sad existence. And I can speak from personal experience because I have been there. I have been there. So you need to allow the help. You need to allow the help. I'm going to show that one more time. Look at that person is completely taking, this person has no bat or whatever wand to steer in any direction, because this person is almost understanding that where I go, like where I've been, what I'm trying to do on my own isn't really working. So I'm going to allow the help. But you need to allow the help. That's your first step. You just need to allow the help. Your first step is letting it happen. Okay, I want one more card. Okay, High Priestess, upside down. High Priestess to me is always a very spiritual card. It's the card that your guides are reaching out hands and trying to give guidance, but you're not allowing it. So again, everything, you have to take the first step. You have to, and have to, again, I know that word is a very harsh word to somebody that's dealing with anxiety, but it is up to you. It's up to you. There is so much help in this realm and in other realms. Your guides, the angels, ancestors, God, like spirit, everyone is trying to help you to get you past this, to help you look at it with a different perspective. Everything is working for you, but you need to open up space for it a little bit and allow it to happen. Okay? Okay, that's it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Choose love, then choose love again, and be compassionate to yourself, be compassionate to others. Mwah! Bye.